Good morning, guys. We'll start. Okay, perfect. We'll now resume with accounts. Quickly, let's see what all topics in accounts is already done, guys. AS1, AS12, departmental accounts, bonus and right. Today we're going to start with one more accounting standard. I think in the next 10 days or 15 days max, you will get the material like this, how you got for law for accounts, which will be workbook, only questions. But for AS with the notes, I'll give it to you. That's why I'm taking those topics which I can manage without the material. I'm able to follow, guys. So, our agenda for today and tomorrow is predominantly going to be AS 16 plus I will start a new topic called Schedule 3. Very, very important in Group 1. Preparation of P&L balance sheet. Foundation you would have studied preparing to school. School you would have studied preparing P&L balance sheet for a sole proprietor. Now it's going to be for a company. Are you able to follow, guys? This is what we're going to do now. Let's start with AS 16. Before that, I'm going to give you a background story to understand the standards. Group 1 standards are very important. You have only AS1, AS2, AS10, AS3, AS11, AS12 and AS16. Correct? That's all. And AS13. So from these standards, AS3 and 13 is anyway part of a separate chapter. In module 3, you have something called, in module 2, you have something called cash flow. Module 3, something called investment accounts. So when I cover those chapters, these standards will get over. So effectively, we are going to study only 1, 2, 10, 11, 12 and 16. 1, you already know how big it is. Theory-based standard. Disclosure of accounting policies. So effectively, if you see, core standards are 2, 10, 11, 12 and 16. From these 5, he will ask any 4. That means I can say Group 1 AS is mandatory, guys. From this set 20 marks, I will definitely get an exam. That means AS 12 and 16. Once we finish 16, one of these two in your exam for 5 marks is mandatory. In the compulsory question. Let's start with AS 16 to understand. Now let's say who was building beach house? Naren, yeah. Naren is building beach house in ECR. For this, he's calling whom, guys? Construction company. L&T. So we're going to focus on the concept, guys. I'm going to go from scratch. Beautiful standards, one of my favorite standards also. Now, now you're buying a laptop, guys. What's the entry? Entry for laptop. Laptop to bank. You're buying a notebook. You're having notebook. What entry will you pass in your personal financials? Notebook to stationery. Stationery expense to bank. Correct. Bank or cash. However you pay. GPay na bank. So laptop to bank. It will go to my asset. Stationery to bank. P&L. Are you clear with that? So next. So you went to Levi's showroom. Levi's showroom you went. You purchased the jeans pant, 5,000 rupees you purchased. Entry, what you will pass? Entry, guys. Jeans pant, whatever account, debit to. Will you take this to asset or P&L? Asset or P&L? Personal balance sheet, sole proprietor. Sir, I will use jeans for 5 years. Take it to asset. Sir, every 6 months I'm going to change my jeans. Then you will take it to here. Are you able to follow? Able to understand, guys? Now, with this background, I am buying a new house. Sholinganallur ECR, huge apartment they build. I am buying a new house for 3 crores. Entry. House account debit to. Clear? No, I am constructing a house. Who am I? Naren. Naren is constructing a house through L&T. How is the house constructed, guys? Very good. Cement. Then tell me what is sand, bricks, steel, Important you forgot. Labor. அவங்க இல்லாம எப்படி பண்றது? இதெல்லாம் வச்சு என்ன பண்றது? You need labor expense. So this predominantly cement, bricks, sand, sealant, labor and other expenses, water and all you leave, this main thing. So house, what you are building is nothing but all these expenses. So what I am capitalizing is all these, correct? Are you all able to follow? So now that means labor charges are being capitalized to construct the house. Yes or no? Cement bags are capitalized to construct the house. Bricks are capitalized to construct the house. Are you following what I'm saying? That means if I'm constructing my own house, all these expenses I will capitalize. Correct? All of you agreeing, guys? Now I'm asking question. These employees for constructing Naren beach house came from Orissa. Where will they sleep? Beach Naren. I need to make one temporary shed. I'll build one temporary shed, which is an expense which is necessary as part of my labor cost to build the house. Correct? This shed expense, capitalize or debit to P&L? Capitalize. Correct? So every expense which is necessary, I will capitalize. Correct? Capitalize and call it what? Asset is defined in group 2. The definition of asset is there in group 2. AS 26 talks about asset. Asset is defined as, you don't have to remember, we're in group 1, no need to remember definition. Asset is defined as a resource controlled by the enterprise from which we're expecting future economic benefit. Simple, you know what's an asset. Let me ask you more questions. You have a car. You change, like simple as start pannalam. You put petrol. Capitalize or debit to P&L? You went to the petrol bunk. There the petrol employee, bunk employee cleaned your car and he asked 10 rupees. You gave 10 rupees. Capitalize or P&L? P&L. You park the car in the house. Pakathu like they were playing cricket. Ball came and hit the car glass and glass broke. What you did? Go and repair, fix the glass, ask that fellow to give the money. Take the money from him. From his parents will take money and fix the car glass. Okay. This expense, capitalize or debit to P&L? Capitalize or P&L? Hello? How many of you capitalize? How many of you P&L? P&L, some are saying capitalize. Online live also, lift your hands. Okay. Now, very simple. They are saying asset means it has to give me, when I purchase the car for 5 lakhs, you already paid for this glass. When I purchased the car, I already paid for the glass. Now, I am just replacing this glass with a new glass. That means the cost of glass is already capitalized, already amortized in my books. By changing this glass, initial useful life of car is 10 years. Changing glass, will it increase? Hello? It will remain the same, correct? That means I will capitalize only those things which is going to give me some value in return. In simple, some value in return, correct? That is only important for me, correct? So next example, car engine I changed. Capitalize or P&L? Capitalize. Glass change, capitalize or P&L? P&L. Are you able to follow? Tire change. Capitalize or P&L? Capitalize or P&L? Just because I change my tire, will my car life increase? No, it's going to remain the same 10 years. Sir, about tire maatana, car tire puncture, how will I change? 4th year, car tire is punctured on the road. If you don't change the tire, you can't even use for 10 years. 4 years only gone. Changing tire in the 4th year does not enable my car to work for more than 10 years. Initial estimated life is 10, it is still going to be 10. It's a maintenance expense. Are you able to follow up? In a tire already included in 5 lakhs. Are you able to follow? I wanted to first appreciate what to capitalize, what not to capitalize. Is this clear in your head? Now coming back to this example, here, cement, steel, bricks, everything I'll capitalize. Let's labor, lunch, dinner, I have to pay them. That expense, will I capitalize or debit to P&L? I am paying them lunch expense for the purpose of construction of the house. Capitalize the P&L. Able to follow. So normally labor expense na debit. Normally sapadna expense, food expense is debit to P&L. But expense paid to labor with the intention to construct the asset is capitalized. So with this background, I'm going to give you another example. Naren, to build his house for 10 crores in ECR, he had with him only 8 crores. So remaining 2 crores, what he did? Went to SBI and took a loan. Awesome. He took a loan. On the loan, he will pay interest. So Naren is making an argument. Naren is making an argument. He's saying the interest I paid on this loan, for example, 2 crores loan, per year interest, assume 10% for simplicity purpose. What is the rate of interest, guys? Without how much amount? 20 lakhs per year without calculator. 20 lakhs per year. Naren is saying, what is the normal entry for interest payment? Interest account debit to bank. This interest is transferred to my. Naren is saying, I incurred interest on loan. Loan is used for what? Construction of asset. So I will capitalize my interest also. It's the argument Naren is saying. How many of you accepting with Naren? Naren is, see, what is correct or wrong, you leave. From whatever I have told, Naren argument correct also. Straight up. How many of you know interest should not be capitalized, debiting P&L only? Now, come back to the same base example. Normally, labor charges, salary paid. Will you debit P&L or capitalize? Always P&L. Wages or salaries, P&L, correct? Wages paid to employee for construction of house, cement worker, all of them. What I'm doing with expense? Why? Because that expense is needed to build my asset. When I'm saying building a Vangra, when I'm buying a new building, you're paying 10 crores and buying. If you're constructing a building also, you have to spend how much? 10 crores. What is the breakup of this 10 crores? All these expenses, correct? These expenses are necessary to construct the asset, correct? That means we are going away from the regular school of thought. Regular, what do you guys know? Labor expenses will be debited to P&L, but now I'm capitalizing because it's an asset, correct? Same way, can I say, Naren is saying, they logic, Dana sir. I took loan. Did I take loan to go for a personal trip? Loan is taken to construct the asset. Then for this loan, I had to incur my expense of interest. Why can't I capitalize the interest? Again, I'm asking, how many of you supporting Naren? His argument is correct. Some more hands are raised. How many of you still, no, P&L only, P&L. So everybody who are saying debiting P&L, follow ways, you are debiting interest of 20 lakhs in P&L, correct? So look at this concept, it will be a little deep for you to understand. Normally, when I take working capital loan, what is working capital loan? Day-to-day business for buying creditors, for buying goods, paying creditors, all of that. That money is used for day-to-day business. When I use for day-to-day business, what happens? My sales will increase, correct? If I take working capital loan for paying creditors, I'm buying goods then selling goods. Taking working capital loan, doing marketing, sales is increasing, correct? Now follow guys. Interest is also incurred in the same year. So interest on working capital is debited in the P&L account. Using this working capital, I generated sales in the same year. Matching concept. Expense of this year, income of this year, accounted in the same year. Correct? I'm constructing a house. Or let's say, I'm constructing a plant and machinery. Constructing a plant and machinery. Interest is incurred now. This year, year 1. To construct a huge factory, or let's say I'm constructing factory, guys. Simple, I'm constructing factory. Will take how many years? 2-3 years. So, interest is incurred in this year to construct a factory which will be ready in year 3. That means year 1 and year 2, my sales is. Are you able to follow? Sales is 0. But I am debiting the full interest in this year, where my corresponding, this interest is used to generate what? This sales is what? 0. So what I am saying, this doesn't help me in matching concept, correct? So what I am saying, this interest is used for what? Factory. This factory, if I capitalize this amount with factory, P&L correct? It will go part of my factory. That means this year, the only item I will have here is 0. Sales is going to be 0. Interest also 0. Correct? Once the factory is ready after 2 years, from year 3, what I will do with the factory? Party of produce goods, then what I'll get? Sales. Then I'll start providing depreciation on asset of factory. That means my factory cost, my cost of factory includes the cost of interest, which is now being depreciated over the life of the factory. That means instead of debiting in our example full 20 lakhs interest in year 1, I am apportioning it to multiple years when the asset is being giving returns to me. Are you able to follow? Are you understanding? Now tell me, guys, interest on construction of asset, house, capitalize a P&L. How many of you capitalize now? Still fine. How many of you debit to P&L? Still debit to P&L. Debit to P&L. The logic is twofold logic, double logic. I will repeat this again. In 5 minutes. I will repeat 2-3 times. What they are saying in simple, sir, detailed logic purilla, sir. Basic logic, simple solra. Labor is used for construction of asset of. I am capitalizing labor. Cement is used for construction of asset. I am capitalizing cement. I am saying loan is taken for what? Construction of asset. So interest paid on loan also I will capitalize. Are you able to follow? So this standard, I gave you the introduction. A16 talks about borrowing cost. Borrowing cost includes what? Interest. It is not only interest, it includes other things also. Concept note. A16 borrowing sums we'll do in some time or half an hour sums now. So A16 includes what, guys? Is borrowing, it's like this. Is borrowing cost interest? No. Borrowing cost is a wide definition. An example of that is what? Are you able to follow, guys? Understanding? This standard is going to teach me like AS12. Yes, online Premlata, you have a doubt? Mohammed, yes, I will definitely repeat, but hold on. Premlata, you have a doubt? Hand raised. Okay. Doubt. Okay. Okay. Follow, guys. AS12 standard is twofold, correct? First standard, what is definition of? First AS12, what is AS12? Accounting for. Both I want you to repeat, guys. Repeat accounting for government grant. First part is accounting for government grant. Second part is definition of government grant. Second is accounting. That's it. Standard is 2 parts. What is definition of government grant, guys? Government grant refers to any government, either in cash or kind. Government includes central or state government, government department or agency, international. Government grant does not include tax exemptions or the conditions for accounting. No uncertainty in amount, no uncertainty in collection. From now, if nobody is repeating, I'm going to send you right outside the class. I'm repeating for you guys. Online live, I can't see, but offline, I want you guys to repeat. So many of you are relaxing. Anybody is not repeating, straight out of the class, come back tomorrow, back to class. What government grant, guys? Government grant refers to any assistance from government, either in cash or right. Government includes central or state government, government department or agencies, any other similar body, local, national or international. Grant doesn't include equity, tax exemption, no uncertainty in amount, no uncertainty in definition. Then what is more? Second part, accounting for government grant, we classified into monetary and non-monetary. We saw the accounting, correct? In the standard, first we are going to see definition of what is. This standard talks about what is borrowing cost, correct? This standard talks about first what is. I'm giving you the structure, guys. First we are going to see what is borrowing cost. Then I will see this borrowing cost is for what purpose. Whenever I use the word borrowing cost, in your mind, think it as interest. Interest not borrowing cost. But I will use the term what? Borrowing cost. Is this borrowing cost incurred on a asset? Is it incurred on an asset, guys? Am I using this for constructing an asset? Yes or no? I'll give you a detailed chart. Follow. Sir, I am taking borrowing cost for working capital purpose. Will I capitalize? No. I'm taking borrowing cost for construction of asset, then I will. There is so much more to it. Half an hour discussion. We'll come back to that later. At the first stage, we have 3 to 4 steps in the standard. Borrowing cost, then next, then next. The first stage, are we talking about interest? Then only standard is applicable. Sir, I incurred stationary expense. Is this standard applicable? I incurred like borrowing cost. Is standard applicable? Yes. So first I want you to know the definition of what is a borrowing cost. Definition is big. First is interest. You all know what's interest. Interest plus we have few other points. I can just list down the 5 points, finish, go to the next thing. But we will also focus on what? Concept. We'll also focus on concept. L&T is constructing metro in Chennai. For a simple example, I'll keep it short. Construction of metro will take how many years? How many years, guys? 5 years, really? 10 years. 5 years from Solo. We are saying metro is coming in Mylapore. It's going to connect the entire full Chennai, wherever you're located. Sir, I'm staying in Perungudi. Mylapore to Perungudi, you can go. Mylapore to airport, you can go. Who's going to enjoy all these benefits, sir? Are we going to enjoy now? Sir, I'm coming to class, sir. Useful. In 5 years, metro will be ready. After 5 years also, I'll keep coming to class, sir. For transporting to class, it's going to be helpful. Your juniors, after 5 years, currently they're all in school. 7th standard, 8th standard, useful. Once they come to CA class, metro they're going to use for traveling here and there, correct? It's going to take 10 years for construction. Now for this, what is the cost for L&T? Let's say 10,000 crores to construct, for example. That's random number. It can be 5,000. It can be 1,000. Who will give this money? Government. Who's going to give the money? Government will not give the full money. They might give some 2,000 crores. That's it. And who will give the money? L&T avanoda kasu da boat kattanu. L&T will construct using their own money. And how will they get the money? Once metro is launched after 10 years, who will travel? We'll travel. We'll pay what? Ticket money. That is for L&T. That income is for L&T. So they're investing for 10 years now to get revenue for the next 25 years. So government will tell me 5 years la kattimudi. Then next 25 years, whatever metro revenue you take, you get, you keep it. But this is the kind of agreement which predominantly works with toll highway. Highway will be constructed by a private company and the toll you are paying no, that they will take it. So what's happening for government? They are saving cost. Infrastructure is developing. This money government can use for like what? Going to Europe and coming back. Okay. Follow guys. Now come back to this example. Now over here, in metro, full money won't be spent by L&T. There'll be a split for 30-40% starting out to balance you will spend. So do you think L&T also will have this 10,000 crores? No. So where they'll get? Borrow from bank. They'll go to SBI, India's biggest bank. They'll go and tell, hey SBI, I want how much? 8,000 crores and couldn't keep. SBI also will give 8,000 crores. So my question, will I spend this 8,000 crores fully in year one? It's going to be spent over a period of 10 years. Meaning, year one I can maybe spend 500 crores. Year 2, maybe I'm spending 1000 crores. Year 3, 2000 crores. I'll keep spending based on my need. Correct? Now, if I borrow full 8,000 crores today and pay a reasonable sum of 10% interest, I'm going to pay 800 crores interest per year. Is it a big amount? So if you're L&T, what you will do? Will you borrow the full money now? Borrow as per your requirement, correct? Because there's no point of borrowing the full money today, correct? So what L&T is doing, this year I want 500 crores, I'll borrow how much? Next year I want 1000 crores, I'll borrow how much? Year 3 I want 2000 crores. I went to State Bank of India, they are saying, sorry, recession sir, kaasilla, kudukka mudiyadu. Possibility is that. They are saying, sorry, this year we don't have the money, and every year rate of interest will keep changing. So L&T management should keep worrying, it will go up, it will come down when I get the money next year. If I'm not able to get the money, project is stopped, correct? So you tell me a solution for it. I can't borrow entire 8,000 crores because I have to pay every year 800 interest. If I borrow every year what I need also, they might not be able to give me money later when I need, correct? So what to do? Or the L&T said, think of a solution. This is a problem. So your CA career is going to be all about solving real life problems for companies, not for friends. Okay, follow. What do you do, guys? Anybody online live here recording? Think of an answer. I am giving you this gap to think. என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? So she's telling your name. So Sahitya, you come to class once in 10 days, correct? So Sahitya is telling, I will borrow 8,000 crores, invest 500 crores, and the balance money I will invest somewhere else. Very good option, correct, guys? I'll earn some income. She invested somewhere, her investment became lost. What will happen? Risk is that, correct? So Sahitya is saying, I will borrow and put in bank FDs, safe investment, correct? So she's borrowing for 10 crores from 10% interest. She's investing in bank FD at 7% interest, but FD is locked. But she's planning accordingly. 5 years FD, 3 years FD, but still you have to pay a deficit interest of 3%. Still there is a huge cash flow. 3% on 10,000 crores is not a small amount. So what L&T will do, I will enter into an agreement with SBI. See, here's the problem. I can't borrow when I need. I can't borrow fully now. I can't borrow and invest. Everything is hitting me. So what I'm saying, I'll go to SBI and talk to the SBI head, saying, this is my project. I need money like this in the later stages. I don't want to borrow fully now. Now, credit card, you might have not used it, but you know how it works. Let's say my credit card limit is 10,000, correct? Now, if my credit card limit is 10,000, I didn't use credit card for this full year. What's my charge? Will I pay anything? Lifetime free credit card and Sulida. Okay. But assuming he's telling the truth, the credit card is free. So I have a credit card with a limit of monthly 50,000. I never use it. It's just there in my wallet for emergency purpose. How much charge I'll pay? But whenever I want the money, I can withdraw. That means the bank is promising that whenever you want, you withdraw money. Whenever you withdraw money in credit card, you pay some charges. Correct? Same way here, L&T will enter into a contract with the bank, saying that, hey bank, you make a promise to me. Bank will give one more term for promise, guys. I promise to do this. I starts with C. Contract promise promise. I starts with C. Consent to promise one. Promise. I will definitely do this, guys. It's my promise. It's my CEO. Very good. It's my commitment. SBI is giving a commitment to whom? L&T, that whenever you want money, you withdraw. That means now L&T will say, thank you, SBI. Year 1, I will take only 500 crores. Year 2, I'll take 1,000 crores. Year 3, I'll take 2,000. Now I don't have to worry about him not paying. He's giving me a commitment. Oh, L&T is happy. Who is the sad person here? SBI in the cast, and interest to keka mata, correct? So SBI is saying, I'm not doing social service here. I will give you a commitment, but you don't pay me 10% interest. You pay me 0.5% interest on the commitment which I'm guaranteeing. That means 10,000 crores if money is guaranteed. You have now taken already 500 crores. Interest on 500 crores is how much? But the balance 9,500 crores, you can ask me anytime. I have to give you whenever you ask. On that commitment charges how much? 0.5% is example. Really it can be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Able to follow, guys. This also is what? If you discuss this only, all this example. So far in exam, they have asked only borrowing cost means interest. மற்ற எதுவுமே கேட்டதே கிடையாது. But they have never asked other things. But in our definition, borrowing cost includes what? Interest and commitment charges. Commitment charges. You can write down definition of borrowing cost. Split into two. Split into two in your notebook, guys. Because my note will be all free flow rough writing. Split into two. AS16, sir. I do sir. Running notes sir. Only what to tell I will write. Now write down. Borrowing cost. Left hand side, interest. Right hand side is what? Commitment charges. What is commitment charges? It is not given in the study mat. Study mat is just saying borrowing cost includes commitment charges. Exam you commitment charges. What is commitment charges? He won't ask you. What will happen? You will pass the exam with good score. Then you will go to an interview for Big Four. Sir, I want to get Deloitte, sir. Sir, I'm interview AS16 purchase kepa. Yes, you will tell. He will ask you definition of borrowing cost. You will repeat. Then he will ask you what is commitment charges. Then you will think, oh, I don't know. You won't know it because you didn't take running notes. Otherwise, even after 3 months in May when you revise AS16, if you don't take running notes, you will not know what is commitment charges. I can guarantee. I remember what is commitment charges because when I studied CA Inter back in 2012, I took running notes. So I still remember till today and I'm able to tell you this. As simple as that. The only way to find out is Google what is commitment charges. Here, this is commitment charges. Second, guys, second, the fees you are paying in law class is for summary notes and concepts, provision remembering. Fees you are paying in accounts class is mainly for the running notes. Otherwise, you can do self-study in the house. Okay. Commitment charges is one. Second, write down. I can't explain now. I can only explain once I do a different standard. Write down. Finance charges in a finance lease. Finance charge in a finance lease. This you will learn. Finance charge in a finance lease. You will not learn in group 1 account. Unfortunately, it's AS19 of group 2. Since you don't have group 2, I will give a small brief for you to quickly understand. Everybody knows what's EMI. EMI includes what? Principal and that interest is this. EMI interest pay பண்றோம்ல. That is technically in AS19 called as finance charge in a finance lease. If you want me to teach this, I should teach you full AS19. Simple as EMI interest கட்டுறது தான் இது. Clear? Next, third point. We go to third point. When you issue shares, okay, we'll come back to this point later. Let me go to some other point. When you borrow money in India, what is the rate of interest for personal loan? Loan 10 to 20% with banks, correct? Housing loan is 7% because it's for a long period, but personal loan is 10 to 20%. If you go to UK or US and borrow money, forget today's time, but on a normal good economic condition, now recession is very close. Whether it's going to come or not, people are speculating. We can never say, but people are saying recession is coming close. So now situation is not good, but in a good situation, pre-COVID times, if you borrow money, what's the interest rate in US bank? 3 to 4%. Only 3 to 4%. That means if you take a loan of 1 lakh in India, you might have to pay interest of 10 to 20%. அதே 1 lakh loan நான் யூஎஸ் பேங்க்ல எடுத்தா how much? அங்கே போய் லோன் எடுத்துக்கலாம்ல. First of all, why it's cheap? Why it's cheap? In developed countries, are there people are below poverty? No, very few, very few. Most of them are upper middle class. They have very good income. Correct. That means if you have a lot of money to buy a car, will you take a loan? No. That means in developed countries, the net income of individuals, the per capita income, foundational for economics, is high. That means everybody has a lot of money in US. That's why everything is expensive there. One water bottle, 100 rupees. Correct. Everybody has a lot of money. So nobody wants to borrow money. That means nobody is asking the banks to borrow. Demand for borrowings is less. Interest is less. In India, everybody wants money. For Activa vaangaradhukku, we will take loans sometimes. Correct. Because there's a need for money. We are not a developed country. We are a developing country. So need for money is high. Everybody will borrow more from the banks. So banks are charging what? High interest. Are you able to follow, guys? So you are going and taking loan in US. So what? For example, let's say Santosh. என்ன பண்ணிருக்கான்? Santosh வந்து 2023 he wanted 1 lakh rupees. Correct? He took loan on 1 lakh rupees in India. 15% interest on சொன்னா. So he has to pay. What we are doing now is an exam sum. 15% interest is how much? 15 crore. Then someone told him in class, first he was listening. Now after this, he slept off. So he said, hey, US loan எடுக்கலாம். Example na Santosh, don't take personally. Okay. So now he went to US and he took the same 1 lakh rupees converted to dollars. How much is $1? Today assume 80. So dollars is how much? 1,250. Interest only 3% now. He was very happy. 3% means 1 lakh into 3%. How much, guys? 3,000 rupees the interest I pay pannum. He said, hey, all of you are fools. Loan I went to US, took the loan, 3000 rupees interest. Then na kekran, when you are going to repay the loan? Short term loan, no sir. I will repay in 2 years. Very good. So after repaying in 2 years, come to India. In India, how much you are going to repay effectively? 1 lakh principal plus 30,000. Correct? This 30,000. 50,000 into 2, you are going to repay only 1 lakh 30,000. Happy? Santosh is very happy now. Now, US loan repayment. After 2 years, my amount of repayment is going to be $1,250 into 3% interest is how much, guys? 30? Can I round off to $37, guys? $37 into 2 is how much? 74. Can I round off to $75? So interest for 2 years is 75 plus my principal 1,250 plus $75. How much, guys? 1325 is the amount he has to repay. He took the loan in 2023. Now he's repaying when? அப்போ எவ்வளோ டாலர் ரேட்? அதே 80 இருக்குமா? It will go up. Let's say it went to, we don't know, it can fly. There was a period where within 5 years 30 became 60. It doubled. Let's say it touches 100. Century, $1 went to 100. Now how much is going to repay? 1325 into 100 is how much? 1,32,000. Now I'll tell Santosh. What are you going to see? 1,30,000 I paid in India. You are repaying how much? 32. Are you able to follow? Are you understanding? Able to understand? So that this inflation can happen in correct, but what you're repaying is fixed. No, your interest rate is 15%. What I'm going to repay is going to be 1 lakh into 1 lakh plus 30,000. Will this change? That's all. My repayment, my cash outflow is 1,30,000. My cash outflow here is 1,32,500 with a simple loan of repayment of 2 years. Imagine 1 crore loan, repayment of 5 years, gone. Okay, able to understand, guys? That's why better to take borrow where? Foreign. Now what the standard says is, this excess repayment includes 2 elements. Increase in forex, which increase my principal repayment and increase my interest repayment. For example, first year if I repaid $75, 37 it came. 37 it came, correct? First year if I repaid, it would have been 37 into 80, correct? How much is that? $37 into 80 is how much? 2,960, correct guys? So since he's repaying in year 3, last interest, 37 into 100 போட்டுக்கலாம். How much? Excess how much he paid? 40 rupees. 3,700. So 740 rupees excess, correct? He should have paid an interest of 2,960, correct? But he's paying an interest of 3,740, excess 740. This excess is because of what? Forex change. This 740 standard is saying it's a borrowing cost. Are you able to follow, guys? So your point number 1, 2 you wrote down. Point number 3, write down. Interest on foreign currency borrowings. Interest on foreign currency borrowings will start some soon, another 20-30 minutes. Interest on foreign currency borrowing, third point, interest on foreign currency borrowing. Here, am I going to take the entire interest of 3,700? Only the difference, correct? So write down interest on foreign currency borrowings to the extent attributable towards interest on foreign currency borrowing to the extent attributable towards what, guys? Forex difference. Interest on foreign currency borrowings to the extent attributable towards what, guys? Forex difference. Are you all able to follow, guys? And are you understanding the term? So far, the test பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்ல test பண்ணிருக்கோம். Sum also has come. What we have done now is a sum. Our answer is what? 740. If I give you different loan amount, different interest rate, different dollar rate, can you compute this? We'll do the sum. Illustration 6, we'll do that later. It's there in the handout given to you. Okay. How many points over? Others 1, 2, 3. Fourth one, write down. Amortization of, fourth one, amortization of premium or discount on securities. Amortization of premium or discount on securities. This you all can understand. Able to understand, guys? Share issue la premium irukum, and I will amortize. Discount on issue I will amortize. This also is what? Borrowing cost. So my definition of borrowing cost includes 1, 2, amortization of premium, discount on issue. Last one, write down amortization of ancillary cost. Amortization of ancillary cost in bracket is nothing but like preliminary expense. Like preliminary expense. Done, guys. This is my definition of borrowing cost. That means borrowing cost not only includes what? Interest, it includes multiple other things. But the entire standard, I will only use the term interest for our easy understanding. So quickly, guys, borrowing cost includes interest, commitment charges, finance charges, finance borrowings to the extent attributable on forex difference. Ancillary cost. Clear, guys? Understanding all fine. Any doubts till now? Hello? Quickly write the definition. So not this one. Next one you write. This we don't need to write actually. Not that important. Just be aware. What is borrowing cost in Kekamata? You just know what is, you should know what is borrowing cost, what is not borrowing cost. Again, guys, borrowing cost includes interest, commitment charges, finance charges, interest attributable towards forex difference, amortization of premium or discount, amortization of ancillary cost. Yeah, there's nothing but bracket preliminary expense. This all these things you can see and repeat also. So first stage of the standard is done, guys. What is incurred? Borrowing cost. Are you able to follow? Borrowing cost is should be in. So I'm going to ask a question. Have you incurred borrowing cost? Have you not incurred borrowing cost? If you say yes, let me write this way. Have you incurred borrowing cost? Yes. You have not incurred borrowing cost. Able to follow? If you say no, A16 not applicable. Correct? The standard is for what? நான் borrowing cost incur பண்ணல சார். I ate food expense. இந்த ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் சொல்றேன் இங்க வராது நீ வேற எங்கேயா இருக்கும். I incurred borrowing cost. Next I have to check what? Borrowing cost is incurred on a asset, or the other option is you see like this. Yes means I will ask incurred on what? Asset, not an asset. Are you able to follow, guys? I've incurred borrowing cost on an asset. Can you tell me examples when borrowing cost is incurred not for an asset? Or leave that. First, I should know what is an asset. Correct. Let me give examples and you tell me if it's an asset or not. Here in the class, we have this camera. Camera is purchased for, let's say, 5,000. Is it an asset? Fan, light. But I'm not getting any benefit from that. No, I'm not able to sell goods. Asset is used for provision of services. Asset is defined in PPE. We will see when we go to PPE standard. Asset means what? Property, plant and equipment is an asset which is held in production of goods or supply of goods or rendering of services, used for renting purpose, used for admin purpose, used for more than one accounting year. I think you all know what's an asset. Should I go till that basic? Hello. Now I'll give you examples, more examples. First, tell me if it's an asset because it's very important. You wanted to buy a car, you paid advance. Is it an asset? Is it an asset, guys? Yes. Let's say Charan wanted to go and book a room in ITC hotels. So he booked a room in ITC hotel. Room என்ன இருக்கும்? Bed, cot, furniture, all of that. Then after Charan left the hotel, next day housekeeping came. போய் பார்த்தா பெட் உடஞ்சிருக்கு. அவர் என்ன பெட்டை உடச்சிட்டான். So ITC hotel, நான் எதுவுமே சொல்லியப்பேன். I am just saying, in accounts class, he broke the bed. So ITC hotel purchased a new bed. Now ITC is purchasing new bed. Is it an asset or not? What entry will they pass? Furniture account debit to bank or P&L to bank? Furniture account debit to bank. Are you able to follow, guys? So asset means I want to understand the chair you are sitting on. Listen. Are you able to follow? The chair is manufactured by whom? Neil Kamal. I'm not seeing, but I'm presuming because most, what to say? Most chairs are Neil Kamal. Then where is Neil Kamal factory? Pondicherry. Like I was giving an example. In one class, student told, Sir, Neil Kamal எங்கள் தான் சார் கம்பெனி எங்க அப்பா தான் நீல் கமல் ஃபவுண்டர்னு சொன்னான். ஓ ஓகே ஓகே அடுத்த கிளாஸ்க்கு நீங்க ஃப்ரீயா டிஸ்கவுண்ட் பண்ணி கொடுங்க சார். Okay, now, so this chair is there. If we are buying this chair is what? Asset for us, correct? Neil Kamal is manufacturing these chairs. For them, this is inventory stock. Are you able to follow up? These are all basics. I just want you to be aware of it. So, here, borrowing cost is incurred on an asset. Now, asset includes fixed asset and stock, correct? Includes every asset. Be very clear of it. So, my question is, will I capitalize just because borrowing cost is incurred on an asset? So, we are going to see this definition. With this definition, again, I'll explain the core concept. They are saying, just because you incurred borrowing costs on an asset, I won't allow you to capitalize. Borrowing cost should be incurred on an asset. Such an asset is called a qualifying. Qualifying asset means what? It should qualify for capitalization. This is the most important definition in this standard. Let me write down. Qualifying asset is an asset. After the definition, straight away sums all of them. Okay. Qualifying asset is an asset which necessarily, actually I found the new pen, but if I write, it automatically adjusts to good handwriting in the note. I'm trying to install that soon. Then from next class, if I can install that, my bad handwriting will become, the system will convert to good handwriting. Okay. Qualifying asset is an asset. Do you guys have that? You are writing the note. Is it automatically converting to good text type? Which app is that? For Samsung Notes. So we can't get it. It's only exclusive for Samsung, correct? Qualifying asset is an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. I can spend even 2 hours on this definition. Write down ways. Qualifying asset means an asset or means an asset. Okay, it's an asset. Qualifying asset is an asset, or you can also write down means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Different color pen. Highlight the word substantial period. Highlight the word intended use. Highlight the word necessarily. Qualifying asset is an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. This is the most important definition. If you can master this definition and understand the next 20 minutes, standard over. It must standard over 5 marks. You can take it and happily keep it in your pocket. Okay. Done writing, everybody. We will memorize it later. First, then it's easy to memorize. Now follow, guys. So how in AS12 you mugged up definition of grant? Here the only thing you have to memorize is this definition. Because if AS16 question comes in exam, you have to write this definition if you want to get 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5. Clear? Now follow, guys. Qualifying asset is an asset which means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Now follow. That's why I first explained to you what is an asset. You told me chair is an asset, projector is an asset, the laptop is an asset, fan is an asset, correct? So they are saying the structure is like this. Hey, have you incurred borrowing cost? Yes. Is borrowing cost incurred on qualifying asset? Yes. I will go ahead and, are you following up? That's all. Standard. Is borrowing cost incurred? Yes. Is it incurred on qualifying asset? Yes. Go and capitalize. Now, at what stage we are? You understood what is borrowing cost. You also understood what is an asset. So, if I incur borrowing cost on working capital, will I capitalize? No. So, now you know borrowing cost should be incurred on an asset. I want to next to know what is a qualifying asset. So, can I write like this? Asset includes qualifying asset. Are you able to follow? Asset means everything, but only a few things are qualifying asset. Now let's go back to the definition. Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use. This is the most important thing. For example, this concept, I will link it with that. Again, that's what I use starting. So, let's say Naren is building the house. How long it will take? Let's say 3 years. Then is it a qualifying asset? It's an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for it intended use. Here. Next to Naren's house, Charan Patna. Hey, I'm also going to build the house. He is building the same size house. But Charan took 5 years. Charan took 5 years. Anybody, if they have to construct a house, it's going to take me 3 years. 3 years are sufficient, this house. But I took what? 5 years. It's not a qualifying. So this is the importance of the word, which necessarily takes. So anybody doing this work, they will take so much time. Are you able to follow, guys? I'll give you more examples. To construct metro, what is the estimated time? 5 to 7 years is the plan. Anybody constructing metro should complete in 5 to 7 years. But realistic, you're completing in 12 years or 10 years. It's not a qualifying asset for the period beyond that necessary period. Are you able to follow, guys? Next step. What is substantial period? What is substantial period? Is it 12 months? No. It's a long period. Now I'm going to repeat that example, what I just said again. Assume I am spending, this concept is so deep that you need to understand 20 crores is the plant and machinery cost, okay, to construct huge plant and machinery. Not simple one, big plant and machinery. I have to pay interest of how much? 10%. Simplicity purpose. Interest is how much? 2 crores. This year, in my P&L, how much is the income I'm recognizing from this plant and machinery? 0. Year 1. Correct? So if I debit the entire interest in year 1, corresponding income illana, what is the impact of net profit? Not the right way of accounting, correct? Because salary this year, salary paid is reflecting in sales, rent paid is reflecting in sales, depreciation is reflecting in sales. An expense incurred for my sales this year, correct? But interest paid, is it helping me generate sales this year? No. What I'm doing, I am finding out. So what I'm going to do, instead of debiting interest in year 1, with my plant and machinery of 20 crores, I will capitalize how much interest? 2 crores. Correct? So what I'm going to capitalize? Cost of asset 20 plus the interest paid on construction of the asset, how much? 2 crores. I will capitalize 20. So what is the impact in P&L in year 1? 0. Impact in year 2? 0. Assume in year 3, plant and machinery is ready to use. Correct? So once I use my plant and machinery in year 3, what I will write here? How much? Whatever amount. Correct? This sales was generated using what? Therefore, I'm charging plant and machinery depreciation. Therefore, depreciation is coming here. It is 10% depreciation on 22 crores of. How much is that? 2.2 crores. That means indirectly interest is now debited to P&L. In the year I'm generating my sales. Instead of debiting full 2 crores in 1 year, I am apportioning my interest for the life of the plant and machinery. Which accounting is better? This one makes more sense. Are you able to follow this concept? That's why standard says, if asset is going to take substantial period of time only, I will capitalize. Now follow what Tarakesh is saying. Sir, I CA pudikuvela sir. I'm going to become marriage photographer. That's the best money. 10 marriages means I will get 10 lakhs. I'll settle down in 1 year. So what Tarakesh did, he went to the shop and he wanted to buy one videograph camera. It's going to cost him 5 lakhs. He took loan and he paid the Canon company or whatever company. How much he paid them? 5 lakhs, and he purchased the camera in balance sheet. Correct? He purchased the camera in my balance sheet. So look at this. He purchased camera in balance sheet. Now in P&L, guys, follow very carefully. In P&L, this year he purchased the camera by paying 5 lakhs. This year he will do marriage photography. He will get sales this year. So on this, for purchasing 5 lakhs, then he went and took a loan. He took 5 lakhs loan. This is balance sheet. Are you able to understand? Balance sheet 5 lakhs he took loan. What is the interest on 5 lakhs? Assume 10%. How much? 50,000 interest. Assume he did 2 marriage events this year. 2 lakhs sales, sir. So my balance sheet has 5 lakh asset, 5 lakh loan. Sales on this using this asset, interest. Now will I capitalize the interest to camera? Because is the asset taking substantial period of time to get ready? It's ready immediately. If I want to buy it today, I'm getting it today. So I will debit my P&L fully today. Are you now understanding the logic, guys? Everybody understanding? Online live understanding? That's why they are saying not every asset, interest on every asset is not capitalized. Only interest on qualifying asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended uses capitalized. I can challenge you. Go search any YouTube video, any book, you will not find this concept. I can guarantee and give you. Go find anywhere. That is the concept. That's what I'm saying. Running notes. I can bet, guys. I will bet you find it anywhere on YouTube. You send the link to me, sir. I found it. Means next time I will not make the challenge. Okay. In what I searched, I couldn't find. Okay. Now, last example. Sir, Idanath, sir, qualifying asset is an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. I am building asset to sell now. What is this? Building asset to sell. We're talking about stock. Exactly. I was waiting for the answer. We're talking about stock. That means to build my stock will take substantial period of time. If I want to build stock, will it take substantial period of time? Let's say I want stock of these books. What you got books today to sell them. Book, law book or accounts book. If I want to make the stock PDF print correct? He took 15 days to give. Okay, 15 days or 1 month is going to give. Correct? 1 month I can get. Is it substantial period of time? No. Able to follow, guys. Then for to make which stock it will take substantial period of time? Real estate business. Very good. If you are into real estate business, I am constructing 100 houses, not for me to stay, but to sell. Everybody Narayan correct example. Okay. So 100 houses he's going to sell. To construct 100 houses, I took a loan. Interest on those 100 houses, now I will capitalize because revenue on this 100 houses I won't get now. I will get later. I will tell you, sir, in the example of Purla, sir, different examples, sir, I want to understand. Okay, you will understand the example. Sir, wine manufacturing. So now I am interested. Wine manufacturing takes how long? Sir, wine manufacturing takes 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 years. There is something called a vineyard. Sir, what sir, you're talking about all this in class? Exam la cateranga. Wine manufacturing, exam question. 4 marks he asked an attempt. Then if I don't teach in class, they will tell sir you didn't teach. So in vineyard, how is wine manufactured? Grapes are fermented in a particular way. Process line fermented. Then it is kept in that 4 years after room. They will ferment. They will lock the door. They will go. They will come back after 4 years and open. That's wine married. Are you able to follow, guys? What to say? You buy wine. So now to manufacture wine, it will take how long? 4 to 5 years. That means my revenue in the 4 to 5 years is 0. To manufacture wine, I may take loan. Interest on that loan, which is used to manufacture wine, can be capitalized. Because once I manufacture wine, what I'll do? What I'll do, guys? Sell everything. So it's my asset. It's an inventory for me. Are you able to follow, guys? Understanding? I can still keep giving hundreds of examples, but I want to know if you understood the definition. This definition புரிஞ்சாதான் sum போட முடியும். Meaning, sumல கொடுக்க மாட்டான். Hey, இது qualifying asset. போய் capitalize பண்ணு. Oh, sorry. This is qualifying asset. Go and capitalize. This is not qualifying asset. Don't go capitalize. He will give you facts. You have to decide. Is it a qualifying asset? Compute interest, capitalize. It's not a qualifying asset. Compute interest, debit to P&L. Are you understanding? So what's the definition of qualifying asset, guys? Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Write the definition 3 times. Don't look at my face. I'll tell 5 times. Write it 3 times, guys. Put that little effort extra to write it. Sahitya, do you want paper, notebook to write? At least you will erase it. Online live recording fast forward பண்ணாதீங்கப்பா. Sit down and write. Wait. Write. Don't look at me. Write. Put that little extra effort. Third time, try to write without seeing. Sir, வரல sir. Third time without seeing. Write 5 times. வந்துரும். Done, guys. Done writing. Yeah. Can you all repeat the definition without seeing? Online live and recording also, and here. I think some are still writing. I'll give 10 more seconds. Write fast. Write fast. Okay, let's repeat, guys. Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. A16 example on the again, qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. So far, what we covered in the standard, what is the first thing you will check? Has the company incurred? You know what's borrowing cost, interest, commitment charges. Yes, I will proceed further. No, A16 not applicable. You will get a similar flow chart in the material also. I'm going to give you. Next, yes, borrowing cost is applicable. Clear. Next, to what you will check? Is borrowing cost incurred on a qualifying asset? No, sir, not incurred on qualifying asset. It's incurred on working capital. It's incurred on buying furniture. What I will do? Debit P&L account, normal interest treatment. Yes, borrowing cost is incurred on qualifying asset. Then I will capitalize. Are you able to follow? I will capex my interest. That means in the sum, you have to compute the borrowing cost. Then you have to decide, should I take it to my P&L or should I take it to my balance sheet? Are you able to follow, guys? That's all the standard is all about. Any doubts till here? Anybody, any doubts? Next, this is done. I will capitalize. Yeah, we can do the sums. You can take the material, online live and recording. Just give me a moment to present it over here. You can take the material. You have the question material over page which you got today. Take the material. Just hold on for a moment till I just download the document. For accounting standards, whatever questions we are going to do in class, is it sufficient for exam? I hope you can see, guys, online live. I've sent the soft copy for online live students. Is it sufficient for exam? Yes, very much sufficient. Your AS questions, what you solved in AS 12. AS 12 questions did you get handout? Handout was it, sir? Print paper. Then did we solve the sums in class? Okay, it's available right here. I'll give the paper, you take it. But still in the book you will get all the questions over here in AS is covering your study mat, past exam questions, important questions, RTP, MTP and other author books. எல்லாமே எடுத்தனா ஒரு சாப்டர்ல 30 சம் போடணும். I'm taking what? Important concepts from all of this. This is more than sufficient for AS. Let's start with questions. Question number 3. Correct? 3 we'll do. Who is there to read a question? Online live. We'll have online live students. I hope you can see the frame, Lata. Yes, go ahead. Go through the question, guys. We will solve it. Just go through the question. Understand what you are able to understand. Done, guys. Can we proceed? So this question says, company has taken a loan of 580 lakhs for modernization renovation of plant and machinery. Plant and machinery acquired under modernization scheme was how much? 406 lakhs. 58 lakhs has been given as advance for supplier for additional assets, and balance of 116 lakhs has been used for working capital. Total interest is 52.2 lakhs. What do you have to do? Out of this 52.2 lakhs, how much has to be capitalized? How much has to be debited to P&L? Is this the same understanding you all got? This is what you understood? Good, perfect. Then we are on the right track. How to solve? We solve பண்றது. We have the borrowing cost. How much is that? Look at your notebook and tell me. 52.2 on a total loan of 5. Can I find interest percentage? You're looking at me. 9%. Correct? So 9% is the rate of interest. How is this 580 used? So 9% is the rate of interest. We found out. 40 for plant and machinery. 406 for plant and machinery. Then 58 for advance of purchase of truck. Some assets. Then last one. 116 for working capital. Advance for suppliers for buying assets. So you tell me, guys. In the 116 capitalize பண்ணணும். Will I capitalize 116? No. So 116 into 9%, how much? What is 116 into 9%? 10.44 rupees will go to debited to my. Okay, done. What about this 406? Is it a qualifying asset? Is the question. They have taken a term loan, and loan is for purpose of what? Modernization and scheme installation completed on 31st March. The repos or loan or thing, we don't know. Correct? So what you will write? We will assume this to be a qualifying asset. We will write the definition of qualifying asset, and you will write down purchase. This installation of machinery will take substantial period of time. Therefore, it is what, guys? Qualifying asset. So into 9%, how much? 36.54 will be capitalized in my balance sheet, added to cost of goods. So what about the middle one? Advance for purchase of truck. Assets. Advance for purchase of additional asset. Sorry, advance for purchase of additional asset. They used correct? Now, capitalize or no? How many of you capitalize? Straight. Why? So you're assuming it to be a qualifying asset, correct? How many of you not a qualifying asset? Not a qualifying asset. Why? Nature is not provided. So simple. If I take this as qualifying asset, I will capitalize. If I don't take as not, if I take as not a qualifying asset, I won't capitalize. This depends on the assumption you take. Can I take the assumption? Take whatever is reasonable. In this question, from the facts given, which assumption is reasonable? Qualifying or not qualifying? Not qualifying. You know, asset, purchase of additional asset. It could be purchase of chair also, correct? See, the assumption for modernization and installation of plant and machinery, renovation will take time, correct? So, substantial period of time. Advance of asset, asset so I will take the assumption of what? It is not a qualifying asset. 58 into 9%, how much? 5.22. So I will debit this also to my P&L account. Are you all able to follow, guys? Can you add this for me? 36.54 plus 5.22 plus 10.44. How much, guys? 52 point. Are you getting the same answer as total interest? Should I get the same answer? In this some luck we got off. Same answer. Recurrent interest and recurrent. Okay, guys, able to follow. This is your solution. How to present an exam, sir? Other next question. How to present an exam? Write down first. I will do for one sum only. Other sums who's going to do? You are going to do it. First, write down. Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily, as a definition, write down, guys. Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Then, guys, qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Then next line. As per AS 16, borrowing cost incurred on qualifying asset. Borrowing cost incurred on qualifying asset should be capitalized. As per AS 16, borrowing costs incurred on qualifying asset should be capitalized. As per AS 16, borrowing costs incurred on qualifying asset should be capitalized. Next, full stop. In the above case, continue if you want. In the above case, the company has incurred a borrowing cost of 52.20 lakhs. in the above case, the company has incurred a borrowing cost of 52.20 lakhs. Incurred a borrowing cost of 52.20 lakhs. Full stop. Full stop. In the above case, company incurred borrowing cost of 52.20 lakhs. Next line. You are preparing a heading for table. Heading, right? Heading is computation of borrowing cost to be capitalized. Heading. Like a table we are preparing, and the table ki heading. Computation of borrowing cost to be capitalized. Heading will be computation of borrowing cost to be capitalized. Computation of borrowing cost to be capitalized. Prepare a 3-columnar table. Particulars, middle computation, amount. Amount will be small. Particulars and computation equal size. 3 columns. Particulars, computation, amount. Particulars and computation column equal size. Amount can be smaller. 3-column table. Particulars, computation, amount. In heading particulars, computation, amount. In particulars, first item. Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. Hyphen. In the particulars column itself. Hyphen. Qualifying asset. Hyphen. Qualifying asset. Can go to second line, can go to third line, it's fine. Hyphen what, guys? Qualifying asset. Bracket write down note 1. Bracket write down note 1. Now come to computation. We have to get what answer? 36.54. Sir, what is the short way of computation? Proportionate of panlani. 52.20 into 406 by 580. Correct? I am doing ratio. Basically, I am splitting my interest of 52.2 in the ratio of 406, 58, 116. I will get same answer. So in computation, you can either write down 406 into 9%. 9%, how 9% came, you have to show him. Otherwise, you do 52.20 into 406 divided by 580. How much you are getting, guys? That's 36.5. Ratios purida. Anybody ratio not understanding? I'll help you out, but you should ask me. Hello? Everybody understood? Fine. 52.20 into 406 by 580. Anybody has a doubt? After the class, you have to spend 1 hour. You have a school. We'll attend the class. 5th standard class, ratio. Okay. 52.2 into 406 divided by 580. Next, this is done, guys. In computation, you wrote this. Amount column, how much, guys? 36.54. First item done. Second item. Who's waiting for me? What is second item, guys? Our advance for additional asset. Do you know what to do? Then why are you waiting for me, guys? Right. Second one. Advance for additional assets. You write down. Then computation will be same computation. 52.20 into 58 divided by 580. 52.20 into 58 divided by 580. You get 5.22. And guys, same way you do it for working capital. Did you all write hyphen qualifying asset? Hyphen what you are writing? Non-qualifying asset. Hyphen. How many of you wrote hyphen qualifying asset? Check the notebooks. Check the notebooks. Qualifying asset hyphen. Qualifying asset. Who wrote hyphen qualifying asset, guys? Hyphen what, guys? Non-qualifying asset. Note 2. I'll give the notes later. Note 2. Note 2. Third is what? Working capital. Bracket what, guys? Non-qualifying asset. Note 2. One note for qualifying, one note for non-qualifying. Note 2. Computation panni amount எழுதுங்க. Third one, working capital will be 52.20 into 116 by 580, you will get 10.44. All of you got that? Finish the table, close the table. Total na vena. There is one more alternate way to present this table. Instead of 3 columns, you can make it 4 columns. Particulars, second column will be asset, qualifying, or we merged into one column. One column I wrote particulars hyphen qualifying. The other option is one column for particulars, one column for qualifying or non-qualifying, one column for computation, one column for amount. Which one do you want to follow? Anything. ICAI study mat uses both. ஒரு சம்க்கு இது பண்ணுவான், ஒரு சம்க்கு ஒரு காலம் போடுவான். So anything is fine. Clear, guys? Now come down and write what? Note 1. Note 1. Since note 1, plant and machinery, right? Plant and machinery involves renovation. Plant and machinery involves, question and we'll use the words. Plant and machinery involves, first I should have used modernization, but it's fine. Plant and machinery involves renovation and modernization. And it is presumed that plant and machinery requires modernization and renovation, renovation and modernization, and it is presumed that it takes substantial period of time. It is presumed that it takes substantial period of time. It is presumed that it takes substantial period of time and hence is a qualifying asset. It is presumed that it takes substantial period of time and hence is a qualifying asset. It is presumed that it takes substantial period of time and hence is what, guys? Qualifying asset. Are you all understanding, guys? Then second note, last note. First, working capital loan is not an asset. It's not an asset. Working capital loan is not an asset, comma, or and working capital loan is not an asset, and advance for purchase of assets. Advance for purchase of assets is presumed that advance for purchase of asset is presumed that or assumed, okay, advance for purchase of asset is assumed that the asset will be delivered. It's assumed that asset will be delivered in a short period. Asset will be delivered in a short period. Delivered in a short period, and hence is not a qualifying asset. And hence is not a qualifying asset. And hence is not a qualifying asset. Done, guys. So the wordings I have given you is just a draft template. Can I change the note 1, 2 wordings? Of course, whatever works for you in your language. And the definition of matter. Are you able to follow, guys? See, I'm going very slow in the first month of March. I will slowly pick up my pace. This kind of presentation I'm giving you, I'm not going to give it for all the standards, all the chapters. It's for you to get the set, understand how you have to present. If you can expect 5 marks. Directa, in my chart put, if you put one chart like this and give the answer, don't expect full marks. Meaning, you need to first explain to him what is borrowing cost and what is qualifying asset. I know that. Then you show computation and your analysis. Basically, same template of law, but for sums. Accounting standards also follows the template of law. Are you able to understand, guys? You need to present like this. Sir, direct table mattum potu answer pota enna agum? Mark varum, or 2 marks na varum. So below note 2, write down. I think below note 2 you can write down. He didn't show how much to be capitalized. Correct. Below note to write down like two small, like a small table like this. That's it. Particulars amount, small table. Okay. First one, amount to be capitalized. How much? 36.54. Or instead of amount, you can write borrowing cost. Yeah, better wording is borrowing cost, but borrowing cost to be capitalized. Second one, borrowing cost to be charged to P&L. Borrowing cost to be charged to P&L to total and the breakup cut. What plus what? 5.22 plus 10.44, 15.66. Correct? Correct, guys. And then write down total 52.22. Just a small table for him to know what is capitalized, what is debited to P&L account. And guys, entire sum, how many pages? One side. Your name? Prishmita, look at the notebook. One side, if you start on the top now, one page. Sir, I started middle of the page and it goes to next page. I did one page, correct? How many of you started on one page, fresh page? Got out on the same page? No. Little bit next page. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. Exam fees pay pandinga, already a paper is coming. Don't say sustainable living, sir. Na paper save panna poran. I don't want to take additional sheet. I will save some paper and all. Fees already paid. You just use it. How much more you want. In exam, every answer in new page. Very, very clear, guys. I'll anyway tell this in the last class. If you have even half the page left, go to the next page. So in the page, the moon line answer eldana. I have 3/4 of the page left. Go to the next page. Are you able to follow? Just write down PTO, please turn over next page. Every question and next answer and next page. Very clear. Okay. Let's proceed, guys. Now, next question. Now, from next question, we will do fast. Okay. Question number 3 over of 4. Quickly, 4 online. Who's going to read question number 4? Aarti, can you read? TS Aarti, can you read question 4 for us, please? Yeah. Try the sum on your own. Get the answer also. Pretty fairly simple sum. Are you understanding the question, guys? So what's happening here? When did the construction start? May 2016. Same day I took loan also, correct? Same day I took the loan. Then they are saying the construction was completed when? Jan 17 la construction was over, but loan was paid till March 17 loan was paid. They are saying the total interest for the entire period of this May 16 to May 17 is how much? 55 lakhs. And the interest for this period for the asset construction is how much? And he's asking, can I capitalize full 25 or should I capitalize only 18? With whatever, how many of you full 25 will be capitalized? How many of you only 18 lakhs will be capitalized? Follow. This whole concept is until the asset is ready, I don't have revenue, correct? So the expense is being capitalized. It's taking how long? Substantial period of time, and as interest is necessary. Once asset is ready, I can start paying interest from the asset income itself. In the interest, why should I capitalize? That means this interest is no more used for construction of asset. Correct? So that means I can take loan even for 10 years. But if asset is constructed within, I will capitalize interest only for, and the remaining 7 years will go to my PL account. Able to follow, guys? So in this question, how much I will capitalize? 18 lakhs only out of total 25. How much divided to PNL? Balancing with 25 minus 18 is 7 lakhs. I'll give you an entry for this. Entry to understand. Entry for this, you tell me. One entry for payment of interest. Interest account debit to bank, how much? 25 lakhs. Okay. She's passing first interest, then transferring. So what she's doing is interest to bank 25. Next transfer entry is PNL to interest, how much? Said what? Asset to interest, how much? 18 lakhs. Got it, guys? Sir, I want to pass combined entry now. Asset, interest to bank. Just if you want to just get reference, okay? What we passed, this is technically correct. 25. Able to follow, guys. They're capitalizing. Or instead of interest, I will actually write down PNL. Okay. Able to follow, guys. This is the entry. Entry kekla. They didn't ask entry in the answer. But you write down. If they ask in exam, you should not tell sir didn't teach entry. This is basic entry. So do the computation. Write down. System you know how to solve, guys. Total interest 25, capital is 18, debit to PNL 7. Done, guys. So Mohammed is asking a doubt. Sir, if we consider advance as non-qualifying asset, but examiner's key has advance as qualifying asset, will we get full marks if by giving note? If you give that note, you will get the marks. Because key will have both. Look at the student's assumption and give the marks. Are you able to follow? Got it, Mohammed? Just seeing your doubt. I think you asked 10-15 minutes back. Just let me know if it's sorted for you. Just give a confirmation. Mohammed, are you there in the class? You also had a doubt of repeat the starting concept. I hope you understood. Are you there in the class? Yeah, okay, perfect. I will take all your doubts, just that I might be a little late in seeing the chart. If you want me to instantly, sir, if you have a doubt, immediately, you have to unmute and talk. You unmute and ask me, you will answer immediately. It's okay, sir. See after 10 minutes and 10 minutes, start. Okay. Can we proceed, guys? Now, before I go to next sum, I'll just tell you the schedule till end of your batch. Okay. For those who will join both the groups, in May 23, group 1 will get over. When in May, sir? I can't tell you, but May it will get over. Minimum 15th, maximum 31st May, but May it will get over 100%. Okay. Then June, July, and August, group 2 will get over. That is the plan. So in group 2, I'll be taking only advanced because I'm talking about my schedule also here. Fine. Now we are almost at the end of March. We have only April and May. Now if you see my schedule, till April 15th, it's very tight. I'm hardly in Chennai until April 15th. So till class other subjects are able to follow. So till April 15th, you will more be seeing Rahul sir, costing ma'am, IDT. Other subjects will accelerate. Accounts and law also will keep going, but in a very slow paced manner. I think by around April 15th or April 30th maximum, I think costing should get over. Tax also will get over. And IDT also will get over. Mostly in May, what you will have left is what? Accounts and law, where I will come and see you every day 7 to 1 or 10 days 7 to 1 and we'll finish. Are you able to follow, guys? That is because 31st of March to April 15th, I am not in Chennai. So these 15 days, you won't have accounts and law class, but you will have class. You will have what? Costing, tax, IDT. We'll keep mixing here and there. Are you guys able to follow, guys? Understanding? It's even if I don't inform you, you will get to know when the schedule comes. But it's my responsibility to tell you what. These days, you will not have accounts and law class. Are you following now? But after 15th April till May 15th or something, we will catch up. We will finish. On time, we will finish. And that's something I want to always commit for. Time is something I want to finish. Because if I don't finish this in May, the group 2 will take a hit. And I don't want to go beyond 31st August. That's not right. For those who are writing both the groups, you need September and October, 2 months of study leave. For group 1, May, any date is given for you for when group 1 will get over. Nothing is given. But May it will get over. I can give an assurance. At least my subjects, I will finish in May. By May 31st max, I don't think it will go that long. But 31st May will finish. I also need break. Group to start from June 15th, I might start. 10 days break. Able to follow, guys. Okay. Are you fine? No. Here. Break. No, this is not break. Next. Then again, yeah, presentation accounts we'll do in law class. Who is the next topic for presentation? Naren's team, ready? No, not no. Tomorrow you guys will do. When you want some other distraction again, I can't give a break 10 to 1, I'll give a distraction. Fine. Before we go to the next set of questions and continuing AS 16, this is the management principle. Maybe some of you know it, some of you don't know it. So for us, irrespective of what we are doing, end goal for all of you, short-term goal is to finish your exams in November. Except a few who are writing in May this time, this applies for them also. Now, so are done for you. Panla. Foundation class la panningla. Fine. But still always applicable, guys. This is not my, I have not done this. It's just there in management concepts. Let's write down everything that you are doing today in a day of 24 hours. What all you're doing, guys, daily, 24 hours, I am Hello? Sleep. We'll start with sleep. Okay. Whatever you feel is right. Urgent and important. Go little up. Yeah. Can you see? Okay. urgent and important. This box. A is urgent and important. B is urgent and not important. C is not urgent, important. D is not urgent, not important. Sleep comes where? Which one? Yes, I'll also agree. Sleep will come in urgent and if otherwise it's important to be healthy or to sleep and it's urgent. If you don't sleep today, next day is going to be disoriented for you. Have you tried not sleeping one full day? Yes, it's going to be. I've done it. One day I will not sleep the whole day. Next day morning class at so you will feel disoriented. So sleep is urgent important. Next, eating, brushing, using all your restroom, all the daily basic needs. That is also A category. Brushing and guys, brushing is important and urgent. Otherwise, person sitting next to you, யாராவது பிளேஸ் மாறினே இருக்காங்களா பாரு, அவன் பக்கத்துல நான் உட்கார மாட்டேன் சார், காலியா இருக்குன்னா then so your daily activities, daily chores of brushing your teeth, all of it. Then anything else, what else do you do, guys? Studying you leave. அது லாஸ்டா வரணும். What else? Going to college. Yeah, college எங்க போடுறது? B. College, Sahitya itself is saying she's wearing the MOP tag also, and she's saying urgent but not important. Okay, I think MOP has some elections also going on. Not important. I think today's election day. That's one thing, you know. Day after two. Oh, campaign is going on today. You are participating in election. Oh. Then guys, you go vote for one of my juniors who's participating in election. I'll tell the name later. Okay. Now, urgent and not important. Next, the college, understood. Anything else, guys? IPL going to start. Are you going from? Depends. IPL, guys. Be urgent and not important. IPL adla podringa. For some people, IPL comes here. For some, anything, any other letter. For some, it's not important and not urgent. For some, it is. For some, it's A also. And for some, it is important, not urgent. Anybody see? Fine. Okay. OTT, Netflix, Prime, Hotstar, watching movies, shows. You tell me, guys. I'm just writing what you're telling. It's going to change person to person, of course. OTT for some people it is important, but the show on a parking episode. I have to see, but I can see later also, not urgent. Anybody OTT urgent and important? Then a Farsi show parking and anybody urgent, important, OTT? No. Anybody not urgent, not important? Sorry, OTT, this box, the Hargmelia. OTT comes here, then urgent, not important, yeah, fine, leave OTT. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you're using, YouTube. Important, not urgent, social media, then anybody else. Is there any one day gone in your life in this year where you have not used social media? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Use panna. I didn't open Instagram, other things, sir. Hands free. Others you have used. Good. Good. Fine. Okay. For some people, social media D. I put in D. For some people, social media comes in D. Again, it changes perspective. You need to prepare this matrix for yourself. I'll tell you why. We'll go to the conclusion that is. More things, please. Tell me what else do you do? Sir, gym, 6-pack, sir. Gym. Fitness now. Fitness, sir. Fitness where? Which one? Exercise, daily jogging, fitness. For some people, fitness here. Fitness will be A if my age is 40, 45. Email the problem. We are all early 20s. Early 20s base. So for us, our health can cope for the next 5 to 10. Until you touch 30, 35, health will manage. Fitness, you will manage. Once you cross the 35 mark and go, that's when it will start hitting you. And then, what to say? It's not reversible. I should not talk about fitness because nanu edu pandradhu fitness. Last year it was school sports captain, school football team captain, cricket team captain. I used to play in school. After that, I entered water. CA, update reduced. Before I used to play daily. Then it came to weekends. Now, if I want to play also, all கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. எல்லாரும் பிஸியா இருக்காங்க. I'm saying weekend, every Sunday morning, I keep it free for playing only cricket, football. Nobody I'm able to find. வாங்கலன்னா இல்ல சார் busy. So somehow I end up playing only once in few months. Then this fitness, we'll put it here. Then what else? Case tell fast other things. Just tell me 3 more. What do you do every day? For what you spend your time? Phone call பேசுறது. சரண் எங்க போற சரண்? ஹோட்டல் சரண் எங்க போறது? சரண்க்கு கால்ஸ். Anywhere else? See. Okay, fine. Tell me one more thing, guys. What does you spend your time on every day? Just think your daily routine from the time you wake up till you sleep. Class பத்தி மாட்டோம். Class and office. Okay. Office, yes, office எங்க போடலாம்? Yes. Office important, urgent. Class also important, urgent. Studying. Class attending urgent, important. Studying. Current mood. Considering exam is no. You will write see important, not urgent. Okay. Studying. Fine. இதுல வேற எதுவுமே ஃபில் பண்ணலையா? காலேஜ் தான் எதுவுமே இல்லையா? urgent and not important. என்ன இருக்கும்? urgent and not important. Music is urgent. Maybe urgent but not important. Fine, college எழுதும் போதும். Okay. IPL for some people urgent but not important. Okay. We wrote everything, guys. Now the management principle says this is a matrix you have to prepare always in your life, at least once in few months whenever your goals change. So currently your short-term goal is what? To clear your. So you have, for you cannot write IPL in multiple boxes like how I wrote. I wrote multiple boxes because I heard multiple answers. You prepare this for yourself individually after the class. Basically, in 24 hours, what are all the things that takes my time? Plotted in these things, add panna 24 hours should come. Then the management principle says, I have to spend 80% of my time in things which are urgent and important. So in a day of 24 hours, what's 80%? 24 into 80%, how much, guys? 17 hours? 19 now. Roughly 19 hours. In a day, you have to spend 19 hours for things like sleep, classes, office. If fitness is here, your calls, your IPL, everything put together should be what? IPL urgent and important should not come in your matrix. It should come in other 3. These are things which are your priority at the moment. Your sleep, classes, office, studying, 80% of your time. Then they are saying less than 5% of your time should go for D. What is 5%? 1 hour? 1 hour. So approximately 1 hour in a day is okay for things which is not important and not urgent, like your OTT, if it's IPL for you, or OTT, maximum 1 hour. Guys, if social media comes here, not important, not urgent. Is it going to add any value? No. If you don't like someone's story, nothing is going to happen. Okay. So this, just check for yourself. Are you spending more than 1 hour in this? Whatever comes here for you. Your OTT, your IPL is going to start, your social media usage, and other things, whatever you're plotting there, are you spending more than 1 hour? So we are now done with 19 plus 1, 20 hours, correct? The remaining 4 hours, they are saying you spend it for what? BN, your fitness, then your college or whatever, your calls, all of that. 4 hours maximum. I will say B, C and D together should be 4 hours. This should take away 20 hours. I'm including sleep in this only. So 20 hours you're putting, I can sleep for 15 hours a day. Is it okay? That is your choice. Okay. This is the matrix you prepare and just see for yourself, am I matching this approximately? Sir, my D itself is taking 6 hours in a day, sir. Then you're not going to achieve your goals. Very simple, this will be your goal. Later, if your goal is after your exams, my goal is to get 6-pack, then studying will go to D and your fitness will come to A. You can spend more time for gym. Are you able to follow, guys? This is the matrix. Prepare or not prepare is your choice, but just be aware about where your time goes in a day. When we come back to subject, hello, we went off somewhere else. Distraction because you asked. I'm okay giving break if you're okay sitting till 1:30. Okay. Next one, question number 5. Read question number 5, guys. Fast, fast. Online, we can play together, sir, any weekend. Mohammed, yes, but I don't know if you're in Chennai. Else, otherwise, how we'll play? Mohammed, in class, no? So today online, no? Okay, okay. Definitely, we'll play one day. Cricket, football, no issue. We'll definitely go after class hours. Okay. Question number 5. Now, Sunday morning, Sunday morning, you will have IDT class. Then you will bunk and come. No, not like. Question number 5. Online, who's going to read? Can I have Mohan Lakshmi to read question number 5? Go through the question and don't worry about April, May. Every day 7 to in my class. I'll ensure it goes fun. Okay, we'll have a lot of activities, all of that. Today I'm not doing a lot of activities because only 2 days 7 to 1. I want to finish some syllabus so you can study. Go through question 5. Give your answer. Just wake her up. Wake. Yes, question number 5. It's okay. It's okay to sleep in class. I've also slept. I'll wake you up. That's all. What is the answer, guys? Understand the question. Think of an answer. Keep the answer in your mind. Last 10 seconds. Okay, in this question, company incorporated in June 2017 and has set up a factory within 8 months in borrowed funds. The construction period of the asset has drastically reduced by using some technological innovation, and they're asking whether interest on borrowings for the period prior to the setting of factory 8 months. They're asking for the period of these 8 months. Can I capitalize? Should the company capitalize? Although it has taken less than 12 months for asset to get prior to us, should be capitalized. Although it has taken less than 12 months for the asset to get ready for use, you are required to comment with the necessary action. Answer. They are saying asset is ready within 8 months, but they are using only after. புரியுதா? அதெல்லாம் போட்டிருக்கோம். Correct. That's what they're saying. It's taking 12 months for the asset to be ready for use to use it. But asset is ready within. I'll capitalize for 8 months or 12 months. Are you following? How many of you 8? How many of you 12? Read the definition. Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes a substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Ready for use. To get ready for whether I use or not is secondary. I'll give a simple example for you to understand. In classroom, government put a rule tomorrow that every classroom should have 2 fire extinguishers across Tamil Nadu, whether it's private coaching, public coaching, school or college. So we have 2 classrooms here. So we have to buy how many? 4 fire extinguishers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say for buying this fire extinguisher, I took a loan and I kept the fire extinguisher here. Now I'm saying I'm repaying the loan after 2 years, and I'm saying in the 2 years I never used the fire extinguisher, so I will capitalize. And I say that it is ready for, are you able to follow up? We generally never, why do we use it? Very, very rare situations. Correct, guys? So what they're saying, when an asset is ready for use, not when the asset is actually. So I'll capitalize only for. Are you all able to follow, guys? Now I'm adding one more question to this. Just a little modification. This asset, if Charan is doing construction, or if Naren is doing construction, or if Aravind is doing construction, or if Santosh or Jiva or Giri, or let's say online Mohammed Priyanada Soumya, whoever is building this asset, it's going to take them 12 months. Normally in the work, 12 months. Are you able to follow, guys? Clear? Now, from online class, Aarti alone, Aarti, when student is there, when she is able to construct the asset, she is able to finish in 8 months because she used some technical, she used some advanced technology. So what happened? She constructed within. So necessarily for everybody, how long it takes? 12 months. But for Aarti, 8 months. Are you all able to follow? So in this case, my question is not company, it's Aarti. Okay. Can Aarti capitalize? In the work, 12 months. If Aarti is doing it, she's finishing in 8 months. Can she capitalize for 8 months? Yes or no? I'll ask the other opposite. If anybody does the work, it takes how long? Aarti took 18 months. 1-8. Will she capitalize? No, correct. Because the wordings is what? Qualifying asset means it necessarily takes. Necessarily takes. In the work, yaar pannalu necessary. CA pass pannona 4 years. Yaar pass pannalu 4 years minimum, necessarily. More is what? Beyond what is there. Correct. Necessary is 12 months. If you take 18 months, I will punish you. You will not capitalize. You were delayed, so I can't expect to give you capitalization. Correct. The opposite. We finished then. School mudikna, I have to, when the time I finish school, I will be 16 or 17 years. Sir, 12-year-old finish school, double promotion. Like that, use some technology. 8 months I finished. So now question is, 18 months you won't capitalize. Correct. If I finish in 8 months, can I capitalize? Yes or no? How many of you know? How many of you yes? How many of you I don't know? Very simple. By doing in 8 months, did I delay it? I used technology and I did the work faster. For doing the work faster, you have to reward me, not punish me. Correct? If you don't allow me to capitalize, now no slower 12 months. Correct? Because I did the work faster, for me it necessarily takes only 8 months. My technology is faster. So allow me to capitalize. Are you able to follow, guys? Purila. Second row. Sure. So 8 months I will capitalize. Just because the Aarti finished it fast, you can't penalize her. Are you able to follow, guys? Clear, guys? So technology will save your time. Of course, it depends on how well you use it. We'll proceed. I don't know how many of you are using this ChatGPT 3, 4, other things and all. Start using it, guys, because in your EIS paper in group 2, technology paper, and then what is Bluetooth? What is difference between hardware and software? What is WWW? On the 1990 syllabus. Okay. Our EIS syllabus is like that only. When you go to group 2, you will see. Anyway, you have to study and pass. Okay. So we are now in the form of using AI. So in your CA syllabus, we don't study AI. I want you to update yourself in using these tools. Not simply going and asking ChatGPT, hey, what you're doing now? How are you feeling? Are you hungry? So, Charan. Okay. Use it for productivity. What to say? I mean, there's so much you can do with ChatGPT, guys. There's so many things. AI is developing so much. You will not learn about AI for next 5 years. To give you a simple example, in 2000, when the computer was introduced along with internet, people resisted it, correct? But fast forward 10 years, millions of people lost the jobs who couldn't adapt to computer or internet. Computer and internet replaced millions of jobs. Today it's become part of our life. How 2000 was when computers came, 2023 is the start of AI. Whether you like it or not, in the next 10 years, so much is going to change. So much means so much. So many people are going to lose their jobs in other fields unless you can AI replace CAs? No. CAs are going to be there. But you will have better quality if you know to use AI in your work. Even today, AI won't replace most jobs, but it will replace those who don't know to use AI. AI is not just about ChatGPT. There are 100 plus tools already out in the market for different things. For example, if you want to make a video, if you just give text, the AI will make a video. Then if you want to add voice to it, just give text. AI will add what? Voice. If you want to make editing, AI will make editing, and the reel will be made. Instagram reel will be made by AI, and you can post it. Content creation using AI. Basically, AI can do a lot of things today. I want you guys to start using it. Please start using it. It's fine. Start using these tools. How do I know about these tools, sir? LinkedIn. You have to shift from Instagram to LinkedIn. Okay, how many of you create account? I already asked. Good. Making account is not enough. You have to start using it. It's good. LinkedIn is a very good platform. It gives you a lot of knowledge. Now let's come back last 40 minutes, guys. Standard subject mandale dry. I'm trying my best. Okay. We have only 2 questions left. 6 and 3 is there. So 1, 2, and 3. Fine. Do you want to do some or some or concept? Your choice. The class sir. Which one? Some concept. Okay. Fine. I will do one concept. Some. Again concept. Some. Guys, we have only 3 more concepts left. 3 more sums left. That's it. Standard is over. Can I complete the standard today? Most likely no. But we'll complete 90% of the standard today. Able to follow, guys? No. I'll try to give interesting examples. That's the max I can do here. Let's say an example. Let's say how you want house now, but where are use fine. Let's take the example, but I'll change a little bit. Okay. Narayan has already built the house. Veeda katti mudishtam. ECR. He is living a luxurious life there. He wakes up, not now, after 10 years, 15 years. When you build the house, you call me home for lunch. Okay. He's built the house there. He's living in the terrace. When he woke up, sorry. Health now bedroom. He has multiple bedrooms. From the terrace, from the room, glass room, he can see directly beach. Okay. Like that house is really there. Okay. So he got up there. Seeing that, some other student, your name. Sendil Kumar saw that what house you will build. Look at me. He is building a bigger house. Sendil is building a bigger house next to Narayan's house. But Sendil said, it will take time. Better I will take loan. He wants to build a house with 25 crores. Sendil's current salary monthly is 5 lakhs. He's in a good job in ITC. Monthly salary is 5 lakhs. If he has to build the house after saving 25 crores, it will take time. He wants to build and enjoy. He doesn't want his kids will enjoy, but he wants to enjoy. So he now took the loan, monthly EMI 2 lakhs. So he's going to pay how much? Getting salary of 5 lakhs. House will be ready. Bigger house than Narayan's house. How long will it take? For 2 to 3 years, 4 to 5 years, decade. Okay. 2 to 3 years. Okay. So immediately next to Narayan, he was building. Narayan was happy all these days because this side nobody is there. This side also nobody is there. Nice air he was getting. Now he saw a neighbor is coming. Then he peeped and saw, I'm bachelor, I need to get married. Father Sendil vanda. Fine. He Sendil start constructing the house. What happens when you start constructing the house? sound will come, dust and all will come. Naren, you will ask cut I want 2 years more torture the call I'm waking up for your alarm only. You're starting the sounder till night. Sound panding dust is coming at terrace. If I'm coming to terrace to do yoga means fresh air, I'm getting dust. So your Naren is already irritated. Okay. Then Naren is saying, so Sandil was saying sorry. For 2 years now, fast now. He kept what? That barricade that they'll keep that plastic sheet. He's saying dust will stop. Naren is saying, okay, thankfully, dust stoppage. But still what is coming? Sound is coming, a lot of things. Then Naren thought too much disturbance is coming. Then it was time for Naren to get married. So then they were seeing alliances and all. Then finally he found a girl. Then he was getting married. Then he said, I don't want 1 day, 2 days wedding. He wanted 3 months wedding. All his relatives will come to his house, to Naren's house, stay in different rooms in nearby hotels. 3 months celebration. My wedding is going to be celebration, Naren is saying. So full all the guests and all came up home. This time guest வரும்போது செந்தில் என்ன பண்றான்? They are planning Sangeet. But பாட்டு கேட்கல. Why? செந்தில் is sound போட்டுனே இருக்கான். So then Naren said, went to Sindhil, you build the house. My only good one what to say, I'm getting married next 3 months. I'm celebrating. For 3 months, the construction stop pannu, please. That's Sindhil என்ன சொல்ல போறான். He's saying, Sindhil, let's say 3 years, the house is going to get ready. Naren is saying, 3 years, additional, you make 3 months extra. Or 3 months, you please stop the construction of the house. எனக்காக stop பண்ணுப்பா. I'm getting married. I want to enjoy my wedding. Sangeet dance ஆட முடியல பாட்டு கேட்கல. What you will say, Sindhil? 3 months you will wait. So Sindhil is saying, okay, fine. 3 months, Dana, you wait. I'll also come and participate in the Sangeet. You should call me. Then only I'll stop. Then said, yeah, full family. So he said, so construction now stopped for. So we're coming to concept. Fine. Now what happened? Sindhil has taken a loan. Correct? How much loan? Assume the loan period is 10 years. Will I capitalize entire 10 years? I'll capitalize only for the period of constructing the asset. My constructing the asset is from here to here, which is what? So I will capitalize interest for 3 years and not capitalize for the remaining. This we all know. But now what is happening? There is a delay of 3 months. My question is, this delay, will I capitalize or not? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Normally it takes only 3 years. Now it's taking 3 years and this delay will Sindhil capitalize or what's it's not Sindhil's choice. What's A16 saying? Can he capitalize? Can he not capitalize? Hello? How many of you yes? How many of you know? Now I'll just use the same example and add a few things. When Sindhil started constructing the house near the beach so a lot of rains came, தண்ணி உள்ள வந்துச்சு. Ground floor தான் start பண்ணா, full water came up inside. Then he understood, நல்ல வேளை water came now. After construction means water will come inside the house. So he changed the plan of the house. So where he's saying, ground floor will be parking area, house will start only from first floor. So because of flood came, 3 months there was water. He couldn't do any construction. 3 months again. First reason why 3 months he stopped. Naren's wedding. Second reason why he stopped 3 months. That water, heavy rains, water came inside. He couldn't continue construction. Even if he wants to change the plan, he had to wait for 3 months. Now, in this flood reason, will I continue capitalization? Yes or no? Hello? So this delay from 3 years to 3 years and 3 months, is it in my hand? Is the delay because of me? Is the delay because of construction company? Is the delay because I didn't have money? Delay because of what? External factors not in my control. Correct? Now, if this now you tell me, can I capitalize 3 years or 3 years, 3 months? 3 years and to follow. The first case, marriage I stopped. Will I capitalize or not? Standard says, standard is not having emotions. Standard is practical in life. It says what? You should take how long? Why did you take extra 3 months? Marriage is there. If you wanted, could you have completed in 3 years itself? Yes or no? You should have done something for noise pollution. We don't know. If you wanted, it should have completed in. Necessarily, it takes only. But you took 3 years, 3 months, so I won't capitalize. I'm able to follow. So this temporary halt, the 3 months, is called what? Work has been in the 3 months delayed. One more word. Stopped up. One more word with S. Police has been dashed from duty. Suspension. The next thing, write down. Suspension. Next concept. Suspension of work. Suspension of work. Like this 3 months. Are you understanding, guys? From the word suspension of work, split into two. Left hand side, right hand side. From the word suspension of work, split into two, guys. Left hand side and right hand side. Crash course, I will finish age 16 in 1.5 hours. Here almost more than double. Understand the difference. Okay. Suspension of work. Left hand side and right hand side. Are you okay with the speed? Anybody, sir, romba slow, increase the pace. Sir, fast. Fine. Fast up. Fast. It's going fast. This speed is fine. Suspension of work split into two. Left hand side, right hand side. Suspension of work, left hand side. Avoidable suspension. Avoidable suspension. Example. Narayan's wedding. Book in book, if you want to write down labor strike, avoidable suspension, left hand side, avoidable suspension. Example, tell me examples, guys. Labor strike, then shortage of raw materials, non-availability of raw materials, etc. Labor strike, shortage of raw materials, etc. Clear, guys? Right hand side. What is it? Unavoidable suspension. Unavoidable suspension. Example, natural calamities, flood, rain, earthquake, tsunami, all of that. Not in my control, guys. Government is saying COVID period, lockdown. Basically, things which is not in my control. Even if I want to resume the work, I cannot. Are you able to follow, guys? All of you done? Now you tell me. Avoidable suspension. Will I continue capitalization or stop capitalization? Stop. So write down left hand side. Left hand side. Do not capitalize for this period. Simple word. Correct? Left hand side. Do not capitalize for this period. Left hand side. Do not capitalize for this. Right hand side. Capitalize for this period. Capitalize for this period. Are you all able to follow, guys? Capitalize for this period. Done. Any doubts? Can I proceed? Done, guys. This is called suspension of work. Sums they have not tested so far, but concept is there. It can come. Little important. It can come because Ramanala Kekla they will ask. Okay. Next concept. Write down one more small concept, guys. 5 minutes concept. Okay. Last example of Narayan for the day. Okay. Last example of Narayan for the day. From next class, I will change the house to someone else's. Okay. Narayan has built the house. Correct? Or who's building the house now? Sindhil. Correct. Sindhil pe maathirlam. Already Narayan's face. Narayan sonam face vaari pod. Sindhil has built the house. 3 years over. House is ready. Remember our example. Loan is for how long? House construction is. Sindhil went inside the house. House is ready. First, after going into the house, then let's say he used the house and all. Hall la poi ukandan. Fan switch potan. Fan work avi. Fan did not work. Power knows that some connection issue. So what he will do? Very big house, multiple rooms. So in one room in the house, main master bedroom la fan work agla. So where room be night. Next day what you will do? You will call electrician and you will fix it. You are saying, my house is 3 years, but now a repair extra 1 day. Fulla ready ஆல 1 day add பண்றான். Next, night restroom போனா light போடா light வரல. Then he use torch and then he's saying again next day what is doing, guys? See, I'm giving example and now you will tell, sir, class is very dry, sir, boring, sir. In one class I asked feedback and the student is writing, sir, there is no vibe in the class. What can I do? So I'm trying to create that vibe. Okay, that too online students are watching recording, it's going to be hard for them. So you put restroom light didn't work. What is going to do, Sindhil? Bathroom poita or he'll use thought. Next day again is calling home. Electrician plus 1 day. Then after now 2 days முடிச்சு இப்போ தான் கிச்சன் போறோம். மூணாவது நாள் தான் கிச்சனே என்டர் ஆறோம். டு see என்ன இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி. இந்த கிச்சன் what happened? ஒரே ஒரு இடத்துல டைல் சரியா விழுந்துச்சு. Kitchen has lot of tiles. One tile fell down. சரியா ஓட்டல. What is going to do? Call a tile fix pan plus 1 day. Like this, multiple things. So one room is a store room. Inga paint podle. He's calling somebody, painting the store room again plus 2 days. Additional how much? 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So now Sindhil is saying, I won't capitalize for 3 years. I'll capitalize for 3 years and 5 days. Asset full ready. There are small issues. So only 3 years and 5 days. I will capitalize. How many of you allowed 3 years, 5 days? 3 years, 5 days. How many of you know 3 years now, sir? Stop at 3 years. Are you able to follow the example? Understood the concept? Next concept is called, when do you stop the capitalization? It's called cessation of capitalization. I'll dictate. Cessation of capitalization means what? You cannot wait till the asset is ready. If you're shifting house, you can't wait till the asset is ready. Correct? If புது வீட்டுக்கு போனா handle work ஆகாது. Something இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும், wiring work ஆகல. That means what? I will stop capitalization when the asset is substantially ready. For example, when I started the class first 2 days, I know there were some technical issues. First 2 days, if you saw audio சரியா வரல, video சரியா வரல, it is normal in every batch. Because after a gap, we are receiving the system. There will be some glitches. Even previous day, Marvin will test everything. But the day on the first class day, I don't know what happens. In my history so far of taking class, online classes, always first class, some issue will come. Technical issue will always come. We also faced in first class for delay. Okay. So now, because this camera is not fixed, can I say I will start the batch only when this is correct? When asset is substantially ready, I will stop the capitalization. Here, when the asset is substantially ready, are you able to follow, guys? Now I'm going to do another example. Apartment, Akshaya Builders is building in OMR, Sholingalur. If you go that side, one new apartment they're building called Brindavanam. An apartment is being built in Sholingalur. If you go that side, you will see highway la katram persa Brindavanam. Next 5 years, paakalam. If you inge bike eduthu na ponom, sir. Next 5 years, if you go that side, you can see Brindavanam apartments is being constructed. They are building some 500 plus apartments, massive colony. Okay. Out in ECR, in the Sholingalur, beach you can see beach money. So now, what should be your dream? Sir, 5 years na pass panna veedu vaanga porom, sir. That should be your goal. Okay. Now, come back, guys. Come back here. In the 500 houses, will all the 500 houses be ready on the same day? Any apartment? No. Akshaya Builders took a loan of 100 crores to build these 500 houses. Or let's say they took 500 crores to build 500 houses. When will they launch the house? Everything on the same day, or phase 1 100 house, phase 2 50 house, phase 3 200. How they launch? Phase by phase. Correct? So my question is, now phase 1 is launched 100 houses, 400 still work is going on. I have taken loan on 500 crores. How much of interest to capitalize? Are you able to follow? See, I'll give an example. Let's say Akshaya Builders took 500 crores of loan to build the houses. Correct? House construction took totally 10 years. Let's say my loan is 20 years. Loan is 20 years. Once my 10 years gets over, I will stop capitalization. Correct? Correct. But within the 10 years, first 4 years I released 50 houses. Next 7 years I released 200 houses. Last 3 years I released all the 500 houses. Now how to capitalize? Will I capitalize for the entire period or proportionate split? Proportionate. That means first 4 years 50 house done now. Value of loan used for 50 houses, interest on those 50 houses, I will stop capitalization. Balance interest I will capitalize. புரியுதா? This is called cessation of இந்த மாதிரி சம்ஸ்லாம் கேட்டதே கிடையாது. It's there in the standard. That's all. So write down cessation of capitalization. Sorry. CESSA. Correct base spelling. Just check once. Presuming it's correct. Cessation of capitalization. Cessation of capitalization. Only 1 point or 2 points write down for you to simply remember. Capitalization should be stopped, or capitalization I'm giving you in simple notes. Okay, the right terms is capitalization should cease. In simple ones, it should stop. Okay, capitalization should cease. Cease spelling is CASC. Sir, I don't know understanding. Stop. Capitalization should stop when the asset is substantially ready. Capitalization should stop when the asset is substantially ready. Are you able to follow, guys? Which example is this? Tyndall's house. Capitalization should stop when the asset is substantially ready. Second point. When asset consists of multiple units. Which one is this? Apartment. When asset consists of multiple units. When asset consists of multiple units. What is the answer? Capitalization will stop for those units that are completed. Capitalization will stop or cease. Capitalization will cease for those units that are completed. Capitalization will cease for those units that are completed, and capitalization will continue for the other units. And capitalization will continue for the other units. Are you able to follow, guys? Will continue for the other units. Clear, guys? Any doubts still here? Okay. Now, today's we'll finish A16 tomorrow in the first half an hour maximum. We are going to do some, I'm not leaving you. And for the next topic, one more topic, tomorrow's topic, I will give you like this handout, 1-page handout. That's it. After that next topic, you will get the book. Are you able to follow, guys? So tomorrow, mostly I'm planning a topic which I can start and complete tomorrow substantially. Group 1, module 2, I'll take some topic. And then that topic will maybe go for one more class. And then after that, you will get the book. That means for the next topic, you will have the book in hand. Clear? I'm telling this for online, live, and recording students, including live students. And recording, sorry, not relevant for you. Book முன்னாடி வந்துரும். Okay. Question number 2, guys. Let's solve question number 2. இப்போ படிச்ச கான்செப்ட்டுக்கும் கொஸ்டினுக்கும் சம்பந்தம் இல்லை. There is no relationship between concept and question because the last 2 concepts, suspension and cessation, we have only case study based questions. Are you understanding? They will tell flood came. How will you deal with it? Clear, guys? Question number 2. Let's have somebody from offline class to read. Out. Yes, question. Name? Priya. Oh, forgot. Yes. Priya, please read question 2. Done, guys. I'll just brief the question quickly. Total obtained loan of how much? 50 lakhs on 30th April. Usage is given below. இதுக்கெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்க, they are given below. Then they have also given details of when what was completed. And the total interest for the year was 18 lakhs. I have to split. Can you try? Hello, can you try, guys? So question, sir, we are all having same doubt, sir. Loan taken is 50 lakhs, sir. Usage is more than 50 lakhs. How do I approach? What should I do? How do I do it? That means for all of this total usage is 50, 90, 100, 120 is my usage. Loan is what? That means the balance 70 is own money. எல்லாமே loan எடுக்கணுமா? Full loan not needed. I am using my own money. Sir, then loan is used for which asset? What you will do? Sir, 50 lakhs fully for construction of shed போடலாமா? அவன் கொடுத்துருக்கான் அப்படி. So what you will do? Proportionately you will split. Can you try doing it, guys? Try doing it. Split the interest proportionately for all the assets. What to be capitalized, what to be debited to P&L account. Last sum for the day. Done, guys. Okay, let me first explain. Total loan is how much? 50 lakhs, which is used as follows. For 4 things, correct? Construction of machinery, how much? Sorry, shed. Shed is how much? 50. Then purchase of machinery is how much? 40 lakhs. 50, 40. Working capital 20 and advance for truck is how much? 10 lakhs. Correct? Able to follow, guys? All of you got this? Now I have to apportion. Interest is for all these. Correct? I have to apportion proportionately. Working capital, what I will do? Capitalize or debit to P&L. So how much is the amount of interest here? 50 into 20. 50 is my interest. Proportionate for 20 out of total loan of. Oh, 18 is the interest. Fine. 18 is my interest. Sorry, guys. 18 interest. 18 into 20 by 120. Total interest. How much is the answer? 3 lakhs is going where, guys? Everybody got this? Construction of shed, qualifying and non-qualifying asset. Loan was taken on 30th April. It was utilized as follows. Shed was completed in March 17, almost a year, substantial period of time. You will prepare the table, write note. All that who's going to do? You will do it. So shed also I know, sir, what to do. 18 into 50 divided by this. How much is that? 7.5 lakhs. This also, this will be capitalized. This will be debited to P&L. Fine. Now I have other 2 things. These 2 I know, sir. Sir. Shed and working capital, why you are solving. I want to know machinery and it's all about application of the definition. First, let's understand. PMR Limited obtained a loan of 50 lakhs on 34/2016. It was utilized as follows. Construction of shed was completed in March 2017. Machinery was installed on the date of acquisition. That means what? Today I bought today it's installed. Today morning I went and bought AC. Evening they came and installed. Is it qualifying asset? Is it taking substantial period of time to get ready for intended use? Whether you use the AC or not is separate. Whether you use the machine, I don't know. It's installed on the date of acquisition. Are you able to follow, guys? Clear? Therefore, this is what, guys? Qualifying asset now. Not a qualifying asset. 18 into 40 divided by 120. How much? 6 lakhs. Will I capitalize this? Debit period. Clear? Last one. Delivery of truck was not received. When was the advance given? Not told. They have not told us when the delivery was given. But truck is not yet received. So is it taking is it a qualifying asset? Is it qualifying asset? Question is one not clear. Delivery of truck was not received. Correct? I didn't get the delivery of the truck. Truck if I'm ordering from Germany, it takes me 1 year to manufacture and send this special truck. Then what is it? Qualifying asset. Correct? Truck I'm buying from nearby location in Chennai. It will come to me in 1 month. Then it is not a qualifying asset. Correct? Are you understanding? Here question is not clear. So we will take what? Assumption. We will take an assumption. Here what is reasonable? Qualifying or not qualifying? Qualifying if you take the assumption that advance was given on 30th April itself, the loan wangi advance kurta, still truck is not received in 31st March. Then it is what? Qualifying asset. So will it take that long? No, correct. Here delivery of truck was not received at all. Therefore it is what? Not qualifying with the assumption it is not a qualifying asset. We are feeling it will come very soon. Advance. So how I will read is, I will read like this. Construction of shed was completed in March 17. Next line is what? Machinery was installed on date of acquisition. Delivery of truck was not received. So I am presuming sometime in March 17 only I gave the advance. Truck is not yet received. Correct. So I am taking this as what? Not a qualifying asset. Therefore it will be 18 into 10 by 120. How much, guys? 1.50 lakhs. Debit PNA. Sir, I'm getting confused, sir. இது எப்படி சார் assumption எடுக்கிறது? ICA itself ஒரு sum qualifying எடுக்கும். இதே question. ஒரு RTP ல qualifying போட்டிருக்கோம். One more RTP has put as not qualifying. But what? Assumption. That note is what carries marks. That explaining that I know the answer. Here time is not specifically given. Clear up. Are you able to follow, guys? Make a note. I hope all of you got this answer. The difference will be, sir, I assumed this to be qualifying. But these three should be same. Correct? Missionary, anybody took as qualifying asset? No. Here, all of you understood. Make a note if you want to make a note. If you have already made a note, good. Like already solved it, it's fine. Exam, how we will present, guys? That's some definition, table, note, then conclusion table. Clear? Okay, done, guys. Take a minute time, write down. Truck part you are taking as not qualifying. So we will say it is presumed that the asset advance is given close to the end of the financial year and our truck is not received. We are presuming that it is not going to take substantial period of time to receive the truck and hence it's not a qualifying asset. So let's one time revise the definition and then close, guys. Definition of A16. A16 talks about borrowing cost. Borrowing cost includes interest, commitment charges, finance charge, finance lease, interest on foreign currency borrowing attributable towards forex, amortization of premium or discount, amortization of ancillary cost. What is qualifying asset? Qualifying asset means an asset which necessarily takes substantial period of time to get ready for intended use or sale. Here, we'll close the class. Any one of you, random of your own choice, tell me definition of qualifying asset. First, close the book and tell me. Then you will go home. Or I will pick somebody in random. If I pick and tell, if you not saying, you will all right. If you are going to come voluntarily, means I will accept. If you don't answer. Any volunteers tell definition of qualifying asset without seeing? Yes, I will go ahead, Arun. Introduction. Correct answer. Today Aravind saved you. He cannot answer next time. Okay, for some other definition. See you guys. Thank you.